What's up, you guys? This is Adam Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Caps coming at you with yet another video. In this one, I'll be covering some positive news for once. As you can see from the title here, it says Lord of the Rings fan site fixes Prime Video's accusations of racism against J.R.R. Tolkien fans. The Lord of the Rings and J.R.R. Tolkien fan site OneRing.com fixed Prime Video's despicable and heinous accusations of racism against fans. Now, I will say this is the first time I've read through this article, so if it takes a weird turn, I will redact my statement from prior to this. But as of now, I'm going into this with a positive attitude. Prime Video, Amazon Studios, and The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power followed the playbook perfected by the Walt Disney Company, and especially Star Wars, to a T by reacting to negative reactions to their series by accusing fans of Tolkien and The Lord of the Rings of racism. The company posted their official Twitter account, "We, the cast of Rings of Power, stand together in absolute solidarity against the relentless racism, threats, harassment, and abuse some of our castmates of colour are being subjected to on a daily basis. We refuse to ignore it or tolerate it." That was a terrible accent, but I just wanted to say it because I don't know, it just came out that way. Next, they wrote, J.R.R. Tolkien created a world which by definition is a multicultural world. I'm gonna stop doing a stupid accent. A world in which free peoples from different races and cultures join together in fellowship to defeat the forces of evil. Rings of Power reflects that. No, it freaking doesn't. Our world has never been all white. Middle Earth is not all white. BIPOC people belong in Middle Earth, and they are here to stay. Ugh, stupid people. They concluded, finally, all our love and fellowship go out to the fans supporting us, especially fans of color. They did the Canadian color there, who are themselves being attacked simply for existing in this fandom. We see you, your bravery, and endless creativity. Your cosplays, fan cams, fan art, and insights make this community a richer place and remind us of our purpose. And wouldn't you know, I said they probably preferred the word community in my last video when I talked about my channel being a fellowship of common faith believers in good writing. And literally in the next video I'm covering, they used the word community to refer to themselves, and their bullcrap casual fans are casual viewers who are just attacking fans they themselves don't know anything about the actual story. They're just attacking people because they're being told to by the mega corporations that they claim to hate. You are valid, you are loved, you belong, you are an integral part of the Lord of the Rings family. Thanks for having our backs, Namare. So I just want to talk about how much they actually hate real fans of Lord of the Rings, and the fake fans they will endorse because they want fake fans to take up their fake stories of Tolkien's writings. The OneRing.com fixed the first statement accusing fans of racism. Instead of the accusations of racism made without any evidence or proof, it now reads, "We, the cast of Rings of Power, stand together in absolute solidarity and against the boring story, ridiculous metaphors, and one-dimensional characters all of our castmates are being subject to on an episodic basis. We refuse to ignore it or tolerate it." I like that. It's likely a message that would resonate with J.R.R. Tolkien, as he wrote in letter 210 to Forrest J. Ackerman in June 1958 regarding a film treatment of The Lord of the Rings. The canons of narrative in any medium cannot be wholly different, and the failure of poor films is often precisely an exaggeration and in the intrusion of unwarranted matter owing to not perceive where the core of the original lies. And that's exactly what Prime Video has done with Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. They injected their current-day identity and woke politics into what they are calling an adaptation of Tolkien's work. I completely agree. Completely agree. Here's a quote from the Rings of Power people who, when they were trying to make excuses as to why they were going to inject woke identity politics into their stories, "It felt only natural to us that an adaptations of Tolkien's work would reflect what the world actually looks like." So, no. He created it to be a fantasy. He created it to be a lore for England. He created it so that it could be England's mythology. He created it so that it could be its own fantastical story apart from the world that we currently live in. It does not have to represent the world that we actually live in. Actress Sophia Namvedi made more abundantly clear, one of the show's goals is to push identity politics, telling PA media we are redressing the balance within the film and television industry, and of course this franchise, and I hope lots of franchises moving forward. Yeah, so they use the Tolkien lore as an excuse to inject woke identity politics. And they don't care about the lore. They've always hated the lore. They will always hate the lore because it's good writing, and it's writing that doesn't need to be political. It is not political, and they can't stand it for that. They want it to be political because if they can make it political, they can cause a divide between people in the fandom. They can cause a divide between people who are casual readers, casual viewers, and people who are devoted to learning everything they possibly can about the stories that they love. And they hate you, the fan, the hardcore fan, the devoted fan, for it. Because you just want a story that doesn't have to deal with their politics, and they can't accept that. And so they're going to attack you for it. They always will, they always have, and they are always going to. Okay? So don't feel fearful. Just keep letting everyone else know what the truth of the matter is. Keep telling the entire world that the stories that you grew up reading are the stories that are actually well written. Don't back down in regards to Tolkien's writings. Don't back down in regards to the stuff that you enjoyed watching and reading and seeing growing up. There is such a thing as objectively good, and there is such a thing as objectively bad, and there is such a thing as injecting woke identity politics into a story that doesn't need politics to operate properly. Okay? That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, share this video out there with your friends, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon so you won't miss a video. Check me out on Patreon and Rumble. I leave links to those in the description below. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We have 130 subscribers. I can't wait to see where our fellowship grows. I'm at a loss for words. 130 people, 131 of you guys. 130 of you guys, I shouldn't say 131, that would be confusing. 130 of you guys, it's awesome. I can't wait for us to continue to grow. Alright, I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.